It's your boy RD. Thank you for clicking on if you're watching on YouTube or watching live right now. Tonight we are making some Korean fried chicken. This is partially inspired by the Super Bowl being Sunday. I'm 50-50. I'm actually watching it, but I just thought it'd be fun. I love Korean fried chicken. It's great. I'm just going to keep it real simple tonight. Probably a quick stream, quick video. You'll probably see that like right there on, not the mic, but like, gosh. There we go. You'll see the time right there. Anyways, enough of the banter. We should just go ahead and jump right into it. So let's go. Transition. Here, we can go ahead and get started. Let's get to it. First things first, I need a bowl. So, something I realized watching back, I'm like, this is a little bit like too dead air to just like watch as is in a sense. I mean, like, I don't know, I'm thinking I need to like get some good background music. It's tough because the stuff I usually like make, you know, everything in the intro I made, I should say, proper vocabulary for boy RD. Chicken wings, all right. But it's a little too intense, you know, to have like, well, you know, I'm just doing this right now, you know. I think it'd be too much, and I'm thinking about like they have like I'm thinking a couple of things. So which maybe I should like focus on also the explanation of what I'm doing. But I have a few ideas for that. We'll talk about it. I'll say first. So first things first, I'm gonna get the marinade for these started. So I should really say before we even start the marinade, this is obviously like a whole chicken wing. I might keep some of them whole like this, but for other ones, I honestly, you know, in the vid, they keep them whole, but I'm going to do a little mix of them. So the way we do it in Kona land to do chicken wings is we can get that excess skin away. This will be our little scraps bag right here. Which, by the way, you can hear me, right? Here, I should actually double check that real quick. Pro streamer moves. Let's go. You can hear... Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. So, breaking down the chicken and just kind of prepping it. So, first things first, you break off the joint right there. This is what you call the drumstick now. Might not look like it because it's not the best cut, but this is a drumstick. And once you take this little tip off, you get the flat. This is the two bone, this is single bone. Throw them in there. And now we have the wingtip. Now, what is the wingtip good for? Generally not eating, although I do enjoy it, you know, personally, as it does have a lot of cartilage and a lot more skin. It's a little bit different than just biting into the chicken otherwise. However, that stuff, as I mentioned, it has like a lot of cartilage, and cartilage is really good slow cooked, because what that does is in a I know people would be disgusted by this, but in a broth, as you roast, you know, cook the chicken, chicken tip wing on high, and then boil it for a long period of time, that cartilage in there starts to melt, and it'll melt into the broth itself. Now, that might sound disgusting, but what that does is it actually kind of helps thicken it up, and it gives it so much flavor. So I'm going to keep a few of these chicken tips for a broth. I don't think I'll do all of these here. I don't think I will do all of these like broken down necessarily, because I mean, usually Korean fried chicken I don't believe is broken down like this. It's more of a cake Kona move, so more of the Kentucky style, I guess you could say. But I plan on not eating all these tonight. I plan on eating some of these throughout the week, so I am just doing it like that. Also, let's add another layer to this. It's a little my meat board is dirty, so instead of washing it ahead of time or even washing it now, I am just gonna do it like this. Let's go. All right, here. I want to try just going like, nope, that was bad. But yeah, I was gonna say earlier, I want to add like some background music. Either I am just gonna make super like think Breath of the Wild ambience kind of like stuff to add in. Just because I can't monitor it the entire time, and I can't count on a compressor to necessarily get it right. The rest of these we are just gonna leave as it is. Or I was thinking they have the new Streamlabs like music thing, which I was thinking maybe like experimenting with, even though I really need to do a lot more things with this. I guess encouraging that I need to do a lot more things with Streamlabs. Set up some more stuff, because yeah, it's very bare bones right now. Anyways, or I believe there's a way to set it up. And what I might do is, since I plan on from the future just uploading VODs as is, I might say for cooking streams, okay, we're just not gonna do we're not gonna have it on Twitch at all. You're gonna have to wait till I edit it, which, I don't know if you prefer watching it on Twitch. I would assume you'd rather watch the YouTube, because it's a little bit, it takes out just like some of the rough stuff. If I were to do that, I believe I can make a separate channel. Oh gosh, that's no, what the fuck? Generally when it starts doing that, it's not a good sign. Yeah, I see some bumps. Okay. Here, I'm getting some of the, oh god. It's fine, we just got a batch of this. Oh gosh. See, what happens is it impacts the rest of it around the garlic, so you want to kind of like eliminate it as you go. Oh gosh, that was bad. Wait. Here, I think what you're saying is you need to be the first continuous beatboxing cooking streamer. It's your boy growing herbs. Yeah, maybe that's how we do it. So that's an idea. Or, wow, it's taken me forever to say this. Or I could just, I think what I could do, and I believe they spoke about this a while ago, and I think it's a little detail oriented, but I believe you could set up a separate channel while streaming where, say on Twitch, you hear like DMCA music, but it's only, live, and you don't post it afterwards. Because I believe what it is you can't post content containing DMCA music. But if I were to do it live and just, I love Run DMCA. If I were to just do that, that would be kind of a workaround. Although then I would have to add stuff and post for YouTube. But I mean, that's a little bit more, I can control stuff then, rather than I can't. As is, I would have to like set up wireless headphones, wear that on top of the GoPro strap. Technical difficulties. All right. Here, I'll just do it like the old-fashioned style. But yeah, so I'm debating between those things. So if you're watching this in post, feel free to let me know what you would like. And if you are watching this in post, maybe if I do go with the, hey, let's listen to like music we want to listen to live. That might be a good incentive to follow me, watch this live. Yeah. Here, let's do this one more time. Actually, not one more time, Well, maybe one more time. Hopefully one more time. Well, maybe one more time. Hopefully one more time. And the audio's crazy until I mute that. Okay. Sorry about that. Good thing the GoPro does tell me when that happens, though. So, here. So, we're just going to rough cut this garlic. Right now, we're forming a marinade for this to be in. And based off what I saw, I'm going off of, I believe, the Wok Academy's recipe on this. Who knows if that's super accurate or not. It seemed like fairly credible. But, yeah. The way he did it was like he made a marinade out of garlic and ginger, threw in a bunch of cornstarch and some rice flour. And I believe there was like no dredging station. I believe what it is, there's a lot of moisture right now on this chicken as I throw in garlic, which has like, what do you call it? Capsicum or whatever, the thing that makes things spicy. Yeah, so, it's going to draw out more moisture, and more moisture drawn out is going to help for cornstarch and rice flour to stick, which, by the way, is the main breading for this. So, yeah. Also, we got a little bit of oil in there already. Ginger. Oh. See, I don't know how to say it, and you don't know how to type it. Capsaicin. That's it. With teamwork, we can make it work. Although I still don't know how to spell it myself, so this may look nasty to some people, but again, I have low standards, and if I can freeze ginger in the back of my fridge because I live in a New York apartment where things work in a certain particular way. The way they were built 150 years ago to do it. Where I could just throw this in the back and have it frozen and therefore not like turn wacky colors. I am gonna do it. So hate me all you want for it. Tell me I am murdering children for it. I don't care. Where's the Korean fried chicken you've... Oh, okay. I really like BB.Q. Banchan is good. Let's see. Oh, there's this place called Pelicana over here. That's a really good Korean fried chicken. I usually like soy garlic or like the spicy like sticky chicken or just the plain chicken. I think what makes Korean fried chicken special is like the crispiness and the crunch to it. So that's the main important part. I think BB.Q is up there, but I don't know. I do like Pelicana a lot. It's hard to say. I actually went to Pelicana for the day after my birthday lunch. Do you have any other places, Pepperoni Pizza Man, you like Korean fried chicken from? All right. Now, based off the video I watched, baking powder will help to kind of blister this up a little bit and make it extra, what's the difference between the two? Oh, the BB.Q and Pelicana. Good question. Pelicana. Here. Here, let me make sure I got everything, actually. One sec. Wait, where is it? There was something that said marinade on here, I swore. See, the annoying part is my head thing is a little bit broken, so like I have this thing literally like digging into my forehead right now. So if any excuse, it's that I've got that going. Wait. Oh, wait. I know what happened here. I know what happened. Okay. That's what I wanted. I was looking at a different recipe altogether. Okay. Baking powder, got the garlic. Oh, I need to do salt and pepper. And also, I've only had it once or twice, I think. I remember the first time I tried it was when I was visiting. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Do you remember the name of the place? I know Boston has some good places for show. So salt. Alright. Gonna go ahead and just throw in a good bit of salt. That's good. Just a little bit more. I need to like season all of this is what you need to keep in mind. And then it does call for pepper. Yeah, gotta. How is this looking, by the way? Okay. It helps if I actually look down. That's a lot of pepper I just threw in there. Wait. I might actually want to take steps back. Okay. Alright, I got it. It's so funny how much of a delay there is. Alright. And then, you know, I was sad last time we didn't utilize any of it, so look at that. We're going so low on our MSG. This bag has lasted me a while. You know, you may think I use too much MSG, but I've been using one bag for the most part since I've started using it and cooking a lot. So the recipe needs more ads, am I right? Oh yeah. All right. So now we're gonna practically like cover this in some cornstarch, starch, and we're gonna keep it like that for the marinade, and we're just gonna go ahead and get our hands in there. Hear that gloopy gloop? Just stir that up. Yeah, you see, like already you can tell this cornstarch is just, you know, it is caking onto the chicken. It's not even just like doing a light layer on top. It is getting some good crispy bits on there. I might throw in more later, but this is certainly good as is. And I'll definitely be doing some rice flour additionally. Like that's a good like layer and a half, I would say. Okay. Let's put that right there. Alrighty. Well, so while we let that marinate just for a hot minute, or a cold minute, because you know it's marinating. I'm so funny. Not sure if cornstarch are growing mushrooms with MSG. No, we are. I might, you know, pepperoni. You brought up a good point. I might need to utilize the. Wait, How's this looking? I don't know. I might need to utilize some mushrooms, but, well, brain farting central over here. Tonight is going to turn into a great YouTube video. Okay. I want to make some rice with this. Let's go. I like tteokbokki with it. That might just be like me being a very like stereotypical understanding of Korean food, but I like tteokbokki with it. Additional with the stereotypical is kimchi is great as a side. Of course, whenever I think of these things, I don't think ahead of time to get a good fermented kimchi going. So we won't have fermented kimchi, sadly enough, but that's fine. I also like French fries with it. And why we're not doing French fries is that would be such a pain in the ass tonight, and I'm more in a rice mood. So that's why we're doing that. Here. Probably losing so much street cred with this Trader Joe's stuff I got. Doing my best not to sound like I'm appropriating culture while having Trader Joe's. Nope, that's not the thing I want. This is the thing I want. Some good old seaweed. Let me turn on the light over here, and then shoot. Here. There we go. Ow, fuck. We're all good here. We're all very good. Okay. There we go. Some rice we've got right here. All right. Why not both? Because ain't nobody got time for that. This is a rice cooker kind of night. Shut up. At first I was like, wait, are you being serious right now? I'm like, no, you're not. You're not. Without catching. Oh, okay. No, I think it was like, I think every stream I drop something, food related, and it has to get thrown away. I think that is like something that just stereotypically happens on this stream. I mean, you know, I like to think this happens to other people when they're cooking too, but who knows? Maybe it's just me and I'm an asshole, you know. That reminds me. I gotta be better about that, because I've heard that YouTube does actually seriously track your curse words and your naughty words, and you know, will kind of determine the visibility of your video because of that. And you know, we like to, you know, have visibility here, you know. We like to get to a point where, you know, we can upgrade the counter space in particular on stream, you know, and we don't get there without, you know, people watching. And we don't get people watching if nobody's watching on YouTube, you know? So, yeah. That's probably true. I don't know if you're not supposed to throw rice, salt in before doing rice, but I just always do that. So, you know, I'm sticking to my old ways. I always do a little over a cup just to have some wiggle room to let water evaporate. I'd rather not get to the end and realize my rice was way undercooked than a little overcooked. I can handle a little overcooked. A little overcooked. A little overcooked is like, okay, the surface of it is breaking, but it's not complete mush. If it was completely mush, that's worse than undercooked. But undercooked, you know, where it's like got a literal chew to it or a literal crunch, that's no good. Anyways. Alright, so we got the rice started. Let's go and add some oil. There's a couple of other things I need to do as well. Let's do that much. Actually, let's just use this whole thing. Okay. So we really don't need too much in here, and actually I should really take out some of those chunks. Some of those chunks are a little too chunky. May cause some problems. But you don't actually want to overfill whatever you fry in. General rule of thumb, I believe, is to keep it below halfway. Because if you have it over halfway, put too much stuff in, it's going to start spilling over. And worst of all, if it starts spilling over, this is a gas stove, so you know that's not a great combo for oil seeping out of your pan, fire coming up. You know, be kind of cool to watch on stream, but also be kind of sad because I'm telling you right now, Boyardee ain't coming up from that. Now we're cooking with gas, yeah. Anyways. All right. Go ahead and get that started. And then a few other things we will, for lack of better words, get started on. I gotta get some more variety in my vocabulary. Use words like egregious or animate. And animate not in like, animated, anime. But, like to come to life. I gotta use, words like that to kind of vary up, make myself seem smarter on stream, Alright. Here. What is that? Oh, okay. Just making sure nothing blew up already. Alright. Alright, so first things first, we're getting this the sauce ready, which, talk about losing street cred, I am utilizing gochujang from Trader Joe's. Don't hate me. Enemamas and papas, exactly. Precisely, Pepperoni Pizza Man, you know where I'm coming from. Anyways, here. Oh, so I think for a sauce, what honestly inspired this was, surprisingly enough, I think an important ingredient to actually spend some money on in a application like this is some good vinegar. This was actually a Christmas gift, or actually no, birthday gift from my sister and brother-in-law. You may remember them from the Hot Wings stream. Hot Ones, wow. I mean, Hot Wings is the thing, but Hot Ones is the proper terminology, Don't sound like an old fart. Okay, we're going to throw in some soy sauce, but some high quality vinegar. I mean, really in general, makes such a big impact. Yeah. I think if you're able, if there's an item you want to spend extra money on, you probably should spend more money on the gochujang, but that's not what I'm doing tonight. But I think vinegar is a really solid one. Alright, so for the sauce, we want it to be like a good balanced sticky sauce. It is much more PC than Hot Wings. Yeah. I don't really watch too much modern Hot Ones now. Not in particular of anything against any one part of it or anything. I just kind of grew out of it, I guess. Or, lost interest probably is better because, a lot of adults watch that. So, I'm going to add some honey. Oh, honey, honey. Again, terrible song. Why do I always come up with that now? That's a real bad habit to develop, is to always have these songs Sugar Sugar come to mind while you live stream. That's such a terrible vibe. You know, if I were watching this, I would just click off right now. I would just say goodbye. What a terrible streamer. He reminded me of such an awful, horrendous song. Anyways. We're doing rice and Korean fried chicken. This is the sauce that will be coating the Korean fried chicken. Oh, we can go ahead and put this back. Okay. So we got honey. I think I want to throw in some wasabi just to make a little twist to this. Of course, it's somewhere, okay? There we go. There is my wasabi. Hey, high spin. Iron, what's up? Nice, very good. What type of katsu? Was it chicken katsu or pork katsu? Oh man, am I running out of wasabi? No. Wait. There we go. As we go. All right. There we go. That's my little X factor right there. That's my secret ingredient, you could say, is this wasabi. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, it's something different, something, you know, spicy. I mean, literally spicy, but you know, that's not what I exactly meant when I said spicy. Anyways, right now we're just mixing together the wasabi or wasab, not to be pork. Oh, very nice, in the air fryer. Let's go. I think I only did one stream with the air fryer so far, which was like the roasted chicken, if anybody remembers. Oh, very nice. Which Pokemon are you playing again? Alright, let's do a couple of packets of Splendor in there. Yeah. Actually, what's nice about this, I just realized, I don't have anything like raw in there, like, you know, some raw like marinade or whatever. So I can actually just go ahead and taste this. Oh yeah, by the way, high spin iron. I actually used some of the apple, hot apple cider in this. I think I was like learning that cooking with it really makes such a difference to have like a high quality one in your food. So yeah, thanks a lot for that. The rosé one's real good too. I just don't think it's a good application for right now. The other night at the end of the game, music had me. Oh. Oh, really? I didn't realize he composed the music of that game. That's crazy. Hey, Shu, what up? What did you last eating, or what are you about to eat, Shu? For those who are just joining, I last ate an English muffin with butter, a good old classic, and I'm making some Korean fried chicken with some rice. Toby Fox, I didn't realize he did the music to the new Pokemon game. I did not know that at all. That's real cool. Anyways, what I want to do, because you know, I don't want to do too much for the rice, because honestly I don't have the energy for it tonight, but I'm gonna make that little sushi covering for it. So what I'm doing here, now this I would still say I am actually gonna go with apple cider vinegar, just the cheap stuff, for this because I'm cooking it down so much. And yeah, I just don't want to waste the money. But yeah, I use this in the sauce for the Korean fried chicken, and it'll be so good. And the rice cooker is going. Just made some beef and cheese flautas. White people Taco Tuesday. Let's go, Taco Tuesday. Shu knows what's up. Man, I had it all wrong. I think it's Korean Friday it is. It's Taco Tuesday on Tuesday, and then Korean fried chicken on Korean Friday. My bad. Anyways. I'm getting lost in thought. Okay. We're just gonna throw in a lot of Splendor in this. And that oil is hot already, which is good because we're practically ready to get started. Ooh, and actually, I mean, I guess one last thing I do need to get done then before we start throwing the chicken in, other than getting the rest of the batter formed up. All right. I think one more, and that should be good. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna aim to get this up to a boil and then just turn it off and let it steep. I don't forget what you call the sushi stuff, but it's the sushi stuff. That's what it is. What's the name of the sushi stuff? I totally forget, but what we're doing right there is like the thing you put on your sushi rice. Somebody will correct me, I'm sure. Anyways. Stir that just a little bit. All right. Now. No, maybe... No, not nori. So, I know kombu is what's in there. But, like, it's specifically the rice dressing. Is the best way to form it, is what I'm making. If you remember what the rice dressing is called, you can correct me in the comments. Otherwise, we got that, and then we need to... Well, that popped up in heat. How do you want to do this? So I think we want to... It's a continual game of Tetris in New York. Continual. Not gonna lie, this feels kind of disgusting on the bottom. I just put this underneath my hand and immediately I know I need to wash my hands. So, all right, well, pick that back up. That's fine. Let's just get the hands washed. There we go. Okay. Now let me just check one thing. Okay, yeah, we're good. All right, well, let's do this. So I think that's got plenty of cornstarch in there. So what I am aiming to do, first off, let's turn that down just a little bit. Oh, and this isn't closing all the way. Perfect. Pro moves over here. I think what I dropped was a spoon, so... What are some good Korean fried chicken places? Pepperoni Pizza Man just asked that. So Pelicana is like your good, like, sit down, like, meal fried chicken, whereas BB.Q is my personal favorite for, like, quick pickup fried chicken. Although Banchan is up there too, in my opinion. I'm not the most well versed for the area, but, you know, those are my personal picks. All right. So, for anyone who missed it, this has been, It looks like, just dry and everything, but there's garlic, there's ginger in here, and there is baking powder. All this was used to be a marinade for our fried chicken right here. And really, it's like, due to the moisture already on the chicken and part of what's being drawn out with the ginger and garlic, and like just the fact this is like a cornstarch and rice flour mix. Cornstarch just sticks to this so well. And here, getting some of this from the bottom. I might add, I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep as is because that's how the recipe did it. I'm a little nervous about it, not going to lie, but yeah. This is how we just spread this up. We don't have to do a whole drenching thing. And here, we'll go ahead and turn this off. Let that steep for a little bit. And let's do this. Let's start with some of our smaller boys. All right. I think we're going to start out with 4. Just doing a little preliminary baste into the oil. Now, me looking at KBBQ. No. Yeah, I know, like, I'm really lucky to be here in the New York area where we get lots and lots of good food and lots of diversity. Let's get these tongs. All right, so we're gonna want to turn down the heat a little bit. And all right, there's some water on the tongs. That was a little bit scary, but it's fine. We're safe. Nothing's caught fire. That's good. Here, let me turn this on as well. Cool. Looking good. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Okay. I was caught up. It's very spicy, but the sweetness is coming through. I think that's good. Oh, we can add some MSG in there. Let's see that. That's what's needed in there. Oh, the mic is picking up the fire real good. Nice. Here. And see, that's actually why we want to do it like below halfway. Be safer rather than sorry, because, you saw how easy that was for me to just get a little bit of water in there for it to go a little bit crazy. Imagine if it was overflowing and that happened, Yeah. Oh, shoot. Some of the steam got in there. That's fine. We're fine. It's looking good. I think it can go a little bit longer. And we've got quite a bit to go. I think I could do a bigger batch next batch. How deep is the oil? Again, yeah, you want to aim for below halfway, and I think the lower you can get while still submerging everything is the best bet. So to answer your question more directly, I think about 2 inches, I want to say. And here, we'll go and turn up the heat so we get it back up to temp for when we add the next batch of chicken in. And I'm gonna do a little bit more. All right, here. Smells real good. And just look at that here. I don't know if you can hear that. Wait. Crispy. Perfecto. Alright, so how we're going to do this is I'm going to do one of these bigger ones now. Just right in. I think I'll start with 2 of them. So just lather it around a little so that it gets a little bit of the oil on there for initial cook. Helps to stick the batter on, I think, long term. And now we'll do some small ones in here. Now, if you want to be safer about this, be safer about this, I have experience doing it, but, I probably could also be safer myself. Okay, I think I'm going to save that for the next batch, so we're good there. Oh yeah, you guys got the crispy sound effects. Let's go. I should really move this sauce over. Oh, I know what needs to be in there. Sesame oil. That'd be great. Alright. Gonna work to kind of get this more evenly distributed. Perfect. And now we turn down this heat a little bit. And then we're gonna grab some of our sesame oil. And just throw a tad bit in there. That may have been a little bit more than a tad bit, but... Nice touch, okay. So this is all good. We can go ahead and unplug. Shoot, I think it's, yep, that's it. All right. And yeah. I'm really rough on the story of green fried chicken, as I am with like most things that I talk about. But, and this is such a rough memory of it. But I believe how Korean fried chicken really came to be was actually during the Korean War. American soldiers, were in Korea, which, that obviously has the implications of like, some terrible stuff probably going on. But there was a lot of black units, and I believe, it was primarily like, the cooking of, black Americans that inspired like a lot of the techniques for Korean fried chicken. I'm really misty on a lot of those details, but yeah. Yeah, I just think that's kind of a cool little thing. Cool going into Black History Month kind of stuff. Hey everybody, it's your post-production boy. I'm very sorry. I should not have mentioned this at all. I'll keep a short answer right here and try to kind of short, longer answer after this. So if you want to skip over it, it's fine. The short answer is this seems to be more of a theory, if anything. And there's a complicated, of course, history with Black Americans number one, but there's also a complicated history with with Korean Americans, and yeah, at this point, it's just kind of mainly conjecture on some of the history and details of this. So yeah, the longer answer. So when I first heard this, um, I don't want to try to make it sound like I'm justifying myself because I think I took something and made it into something else. Where I had went to a conference led by a panel of four Korean women talking about AAPI hate, and part of that is the complicated history between AAPI and Black Americans. Part of the picture they wanted to give, and I think one of the panelists was giving a very honest answer and something of a more of a picture of, hey, back in the Korean War when Koreans would be at the military base, they would eat with Black Americans stationed there, and I took that as, oh, this was part of the inspiration for Korean fried chicken, which I'll get to in a little bit. But, you know, that was a misconception made by me. And when I did the digging into it more, the first thing I found was this was an Alton Brown quote. This was something that was mainly popularized, I believe, by Alton Brown while hosting a show, which is, I understand Alton Brown is a, fairly credible, it was a huge influence to me during the Good Eats days, but on something like this, I feel like you would have to have the additional source. And unfortunately, it's a bit complicated because, this goes into a larger subject of what, what, you know, I think I even worded it funny where it's like, it's not, invented fried chicken because fried chicken's been around a long time. Americans did not invent that. Yeah, people have been frying stuff up for a long time. Um, and with that, um, it's more so about, how did it become what it is today? Because American fried chicken is, special. It is something different than like what you have from around the world. And even that part, part of the issue I have now with the story is, um, you know, Black American history is very complicated, and part of that is, you have a mixture of Black stereotypes, but then also the actual impact Black Americans did have on, the culinary history of America. Um, and sadly, how you know America kind of takes credit for that. White America takes credit for that without proper representation. And that's a whole other complicated thing, especially in terms of fried chicken. And yeah, there's that. And then additionally, for Korean fried chicken, I think something that just has to be emphasized is there's a reason it's called Korean fried chicken. I mean, I believe what the theory is that at these military bases, there is some sources, and I'll include them in the video description. They're in Korean, so I had a hard time finding like super credible sources on all this. So I'm saying all this with like grains of salt, but there was history of Koreans eating food at American military bases during the Korean War. And what people believe is that did influence the style of fried chicken, which, again, to say it's Korean fried chicken, it has some similarities with American fried chicken, but it's special in its own right and it's incredible in its own right. That's why I made it. That's why I wanted to try to replicate it. It's its own thing. It's different than American fried chicken, and I think even with the influences from potentially American based you know military bases, I think it's something Koreans should be proud of. I think it's amazing. Um, so given all that context, I think that that kind of story it's unreliable. I think there it could have been true, but at the same time, with what I found, I couldn't find any credible sources on it. If anything, please disregard it. Know that I didn't want to make anything complicated. Honestly, I think when I said it, I was like, why did I bring this up on a live stream when I have no idea what I'm talking about? And I was thinking of cutting it out, but at the same time, I wanted to be able to correct myself, and I shouldn't have mentioned what I mentioned, and hopefully make amends for that in a sense. Kind of say, hey, I made a mistake here, and here's what I found. Please don't, please take what I said with a grain of salt. And yeah, um, so back to the video now. All apologies. All right, how are we doing over here, chat? All right. I don't know. I'm like, Tuesdays are kind of like my Mondays where it's the first day of the week. And so I'm a little bit tired, more than usually tired. And work's been kind of hectic the past few weeks, but yeah. Figured it's nice to have be able to watch this as it goes. I'm going to go and turn up the heat because we're getting close to being able to take these out. I think for this last batch, here, what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of water and see how this turns out. We're going to kind of experiment with this last batch. Because these are super thin layers of breading, which, is fine. I think Korean fried chicken, the main staples of it, I feel like, are just like the texture and crispiness of it. There's, of course, like garlic soy, making like a gochujang based one that's spicy. But I feel like all that's optional, and the main thing is just kind of the texture of it. I think that's what's defining of Korean fried chicken. Hopefully I didn't ruin this last batch. Experimental. All right. I think these are looking like they're good to go. I might flip this over. And see, like, the color comes out a little bit more after you let them cool down a little bit. Yeah, I should grab the smaller boys real quick. Oh boy, we're running out of room on our little draining track. Probably gonna have to move some of the chicken to the side next round, but for right now, here, I think what we need is, let's do a little bit more cornstarch right in. Successful. Got a good bit on the carpet. Let's go. Production manager's gonna love that. All right. All right. So we're gonna do the bigger boys in. All right. I think. Okay. So it's something I noticed immediately. It also ironically kind of shortens the layer that's not covered as much. I think these will still be fine. Yeah, I don't think this was the best idea. Abort mission. Terrible idea, Bordy. Okay. Forgot to kind of spoon that in. I'll spoon in this one. And there we go. Okay. Well, we learned our lesson that you should not, probably gonna have to move some of the chicken into my mouth. Actually, no. I was gonna wash that because I was gonna mix the sauce in, but I think I'm gonna do something else instead. Yeah, I'm gonna do something else instead. Forget that. And actually, while we got a little bit, let me flip stuff over actually. I'm all over the place. Where are my tongs? My tongs are over here. So let's go ahead and kind of let's turn down the heat just a little bit because it still needed to build more heat. Let's do this. There was a reason I kept this ginger out. I'm gonna just go ahead and grab this. And yeah, that'll be enough. I'll throw this back in the fridge. Okay, I only need a little bit of ginger from here. And then grab some garlic. There's the garlic right over here. Big piece of garlic, but we'll roll with it. We'll have this be a little bit more garlicky. You ready? See, it's like a bunch of cloves within one wrapping. Look at that. Just look at that. Okay, now we'll chop this up. We'll just do rough chops for this. No, make it so humongous. I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous right there. Kind of get that all nicely mixed in. Cool. Things seem to be viewed. Camera seems to be good. Alright. Let's flip this over. Yeah, this one's coming out more like... It has more of the crispy bits on there, which I like. Alright, I can go and turn that down just a little bit. Let me move this. just out of the way completely. And then, oh, we can go ahead and get this moved. The ginger and garlic, like, just licking my fingers off, it comes through so well on the batter. Okay, that's almost done. Good, good. All right. Well, oh, that's right. Let me chop this up just a little bit more. Originally, I was not going to do this because I just was not going to be that extra, but it's time to be extra. And cashews. No, thank you. I do not want cashews. I want, am I just going to be rolling with cashews for right now due to circumstances of me planning this last minute? Hopefully not, but you know, that'd be just disappointing if I pulled out nothing, so I might have to go with the cashews right now. Oh wait, no, we found it. Alma mater peanuts, let's go. All right. There we go. I feel like this is such an extra thing to do for it, but I think it's worth it. It'll add good flavors. So we're just gonna chop this up. While we also chop up the garlic and ginger more finely. Perfect. Now in the video, they added in like rehydrated chilies, but I don't have time for that tonight, and that is good to go. All right, so we're gonna turn the heat on low because we want this to start cooling down. Oh yeah, what are we all thinking of the Korean fried chicken so far? It's looking pretty rad, if I do say so myself. I think what I'll do, I'll grab one of these outer ones that I've had time to cool down a bit. And here, we'll just go ahead and Could maybe use a little bit more salt, but otherwise, I think that really came out real good. Thank you. Now, I wanted to try it plain first because we are gonna go and cover that. That'll retain the heat a little bit, but I'm just gonna let that cool down for the long term. I think also putting a lid on it will help to like not have any things splash into there, you know, cause any messes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this right over there, out of the way. All right, and now I'm gonna get our crummy pan out. You could probably do this on the wok. You might get better results on a wok, especially if you have like a kitchen setup that's applicable for woks. But we're not gonna do that tonight. We're gonna get this up to heat. And while it comes up to heat, I think it's good to kind of progressively cook the garlic and ginger in particular. Peanuts, to my knowledge, they have a much longer cook time than either one, but We want some crunch in there. And what we'll do is we'll let that kind of progressively get up to heat. There's some oil in there from today, I should add. I'm not totally disgusting, just a little bit. And speaking of disgusting, this is my little oil container. So what I do is once the oil cools down, I'll put it all in here, freeze it up. Either makes it easier to store for when you want to use oil next time. You just dump it in there ahead of time and let it melt. Fun fact, peanuts are legumes. True. Shoot. Wait, what? That's so funny. I don't know if you lost anything there, but apparently connection went out for a second, hot minute. But yeah. Anyways, I was literally just saying, sorry, that caught my attention immediately. Gosh, what was I saying? Oh, right, my oil container. Number one, it'll help to throw it out because usually by state laws you have to have that stuff like layered up, bagged several times. Gosh, this is starting to dig in a little bit. Can't wait to take that off. So like it helps to like dispose of it or just use it for next time where you can throw it in there, let it melt. I think by the time I started live stream and I like put that out in there like 30 minutes ahead of time, it was melted all the way through. It was only like filled only by a little bit, by like that much, but yeah. Okay. We're starting to get the aromas. Maybe a little bit of color. It's hard to tell with the peanuts in there, but I think the garlic is starting to get a little bit of color on it. And then, oh yeah, thank you, yeah, I like it too. All right, okay, yeah, I think garlic is definitely getting some color right now. We're getting up to the time where it's going to start, you know, kind of sizzling, really boiling up. So what we're going to do first is go ahead and pour this in. And so now we are just going to let this cook up and get real sticky. The aroma as it cooks. So nice. We don't need this to cook too long. We just need it to thicken up a little bit, get a little bit the flavors in there. I think that's enough. I see it kind of, you know, candy icing as I'll say it, I guess. I just made that word up right there and then. I'm only going to do some of this chicken in there because I like it as is a little bit. Let's do that. This one. And I think, like, rightfully so, there's only, like, a bit of sauce in there. So I want, you know, more, you know, much more of an equal thing in there. So I think I'll do this little guy. And we'll keep the rest as is. And now, we can just get that all tossed in there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, even this may have been a little bit too much, but we will make this work. See, a wok would have been better, but it would have just been a pain. Where, like, the dome shape of it would have helped to spread out the sauce a little bit better amongst the chicken. Whereas this flat surface is not optimal, but it's fine. It's all good. We're getting there. Some of you might not have woks, so I'm just being inclusive, you know? Don't be a jerk in the comments or anything like that. Although if you are, you know, that helps me out in the long term. So really, if I do more stuff to like cause anger, that's actually better long-term success for me. So anyways, we are about to wrap up, folks. We're going to plate up and we're going to taste, and we'll be wrapping up here shortly. All right. Now, well, now that's just definitely dirty right there. That could have just gone with a simple wash beforehand, but now it fell on top of the trash can. That's just, I'm going to have to use soap on that now. Oh, that's depressing. Anyways. I feel included and hungry looking at this awesome food. All right. Here we go. So if you have any last minute questions, now is a good time to prep them up as we plate up. Ooh, so what I want to do first is, did you forget this stuff? I almost certainly did. So what we're gonna just go ahead and do, get a little spoonful of that and just go it on like that, and then fluff this up. It's probably not the most optimal way to do it, and I will probably change this game plan because this rice is sticky. I probably should have done it sooner, but there was quite a bit going on. Main idea is I just want some flavor out of this rice. Okay, that's good. And we can save that up for next time when I make rice. But for now, we will just take it so you see how this side is, my rice cooker's not that good and it kind of caramelizes it a little bit. All right. Wait, what's a good beverage? I am actually going to go with Diet Dr. Pepper probably, so. But you take the side that looks bad and put it on the bottom so nobody knows better other than all you. We could call it our little secret. I'm going to make a little dome. Thank you. Here. Wait, is that a joke, pepperoni? Is that sarcasm I'm getting from you? I don't know how I feel about that. Well, I think what we can do is take some of that. Okay, that did not go as I planned. That went a little bit more like I planned. Okay. And now, what we will do here is we're going to do a nice wing like that. And do this one. And actually, one more of these, because we threw quite a few small boys in there. Probably wouldn't have thrown in as many if I knew the distribution. There we go. Because the ugly side of the rice is down. Oh, exactly. That's right. Throw a little bit of that on there. And then just to be extra, sesame seeds right here. Does this add anything to the dish? Not necessarily. It definitely makes it look a little bit prettier. There we go. And then, I think what I shall do, just to be a tad bit extra, I know I don't have any kimchi. I would love some kimchi with this. I never make kimchi, even though I do enjoy it quite a bit. And now you see this looks quite hideous right now. And obviously this isn't Napa cabbage either. So, there's that. But I personally like this. I'll eat this raw as is. But what we do is we try to just take off the dark bits and we throw it away. It's like when you clean your room as a kid. You just take the ugly bits and you just throw it away. You put it somewhere else where you're never going to interact with the stuff. And you make it look so much cleaner. And it is much cleaner. And then we're just going to do some thin slices. There we go. As we go. Throw that back into our bag. I will put that away in a little bit. And then kind of give that a little bit. Just because I do want this washed a little bit. That sounds like a Bob Ross about cleaning. Yeah, I think sesame seeds have a good texture to them. I think one thing I will say though is they get stuck in your teeth. And there we go. What a better way to whitewash such a Korean classic than to just throw on, I don't know even what you call this cabbage, like iceberg cabbage. Oh, just on like that. All right. I did a nice little twirl there accidentally, but it kind of worked out. So there it is. There's the plate. I was looking for the salt because I want some salt on my cabbage, but otherwise, I'm going to be a real pain in the ass about this. So, see this lovely plate right here? Just going to go in like so. And let's go ahead and change the camera. Oh, it froze for you? Okay, well here, let's go. Alright, here we go. The batter, with the sauce. I'm sorry, you probably heard some sounds you didn't want to hear just now. My God, this actually turned out amazing. God, that. Oh my God. The sauce is the way to go on this. It's practically like savory. Well, it has some sweetness to it, but it's like savory candy right now. And look at that. This is how you properly take care of a chicken wing. Alright. Well, everyone. Actually, wait, let me taste this rice real quick. Very good. Still, like, you know, simple and plain, but it's got a little bit of a, you know, light funk to it. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you try this out for the Super Bowl, maybe, or just for fun, because this is great to eat year-round. Maybe not great for yourself, but, you know, like, great for your soul. Anyways, if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely consider subscribing on YouTube. That would greatly help me out in doing this more often. But then also follow me on Twitch and join the live streams live. That right there, I need to expand my vocabulary there. But be fun to have you, interact with you, answer any questions you may have. But yeah, like and comment the video. And consider following me on Instagram and on Discord as well. Anyways, schmell you later.